Most people were taught, directly or indirectly, that crying is something to be managed, controlled, gotten through as quickly and quietly as possible. For an entire generation of older adults, the message was even more explicit than that. Crying meant weakness, and weakness was not something you allowed yourself in front of others, or sometimes even in private. The rules were unspoken but clear. Hold yourself together, keep your composure, and move forward. So the tears were held back, year after year, for decades. The throat tightened. The chest absorbed what the eyes were never allowed to release. And over time, that suppression became automatic, reflexive, and invisible. Something the body simply did without being consciously asked. What biochemistry has since discovered is that this cost the body something it could not afford to lose. Emotional tears are biologically distinct from the tears your eyes produce to stay lubricated or to flush out irritants. They have a fundamentally different chemical composition, and that composition, documented extensively by biochemist Dr. William Fry at the Ramsey Medical Center in Minnesota, contains something that other types of tears do not. Emotional tears carry measurable concentrations of stress hormones, including adrenocorticotropic hormone and leucine enkephalin, an endogenous opioid, that the body actively expels through the act of crying. Crying, in this framework, is not a breakdown. It is a biochemical release mechanism, the body disposing of a hormonal load it has been carrying and needs to put down. When that mechanism is blocked chronically, when the tears are held back habitually over years, those stress hormones do not simply disappear. They remain elevated in the bloodstream. They continue to suppress immune function. They continue to elevate inflammation. They continue to disrupt the same cardiovascular and neurological systems that every other form of chronic emotional suppression disrupts. The body does not forget what it needed to release. Dr. Advingerhoots, a psychologist at Tilburg University in the Netherlands and one of the world's leading researchers on human crying, has spent over 2 decades studying the health outcomes of individuals who cry regularly versus those who habitually suppress tears. His findings consistently show that people who allow themselves to cry experience faster physiological recovery from acute stress, lower baseline cortisol over time, and significantly better emotional clarity in the hours following a crying episode. The nervous system, after a genuine emotional release, measurably downregulates. Heart rate decreases. Breathing slows and deepens. The parasympathetic system, the rest and repair branch of the autonomic nervous system, activates in ways that support healing throughout the entire body. For many older adults, the barrier is not the emotion itself. The emotion is there. The tears are there, somewhere behind the years of practice holding them in. The barrier is the belief that releasing them is wrong, that it signals a loss of control, that it burdens others, that it permanently changes how people see you. What science is saying, clearly and without ambiguity, if this video resonated with you, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this content when they need it most. Subscribe so you never miss a new video, because every week we bring you research-backed insights to help you feel more like yourself again. And if you know someone who might need to hear this, a friend, a parent, a sibling, share it with them. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is pass along the right words at the right moment. I'll see you in the next one.